Yo. Yo, we live, baby. What's happening? This your boy, Mr. Cosmic Training Academy. I just wanted to check in with all y'all good people and just see what's up with y'all. Just let y'all know I am live in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So before people come in into this relaxing room, which I'm gonna show y'all in a second and stuff, which is like this. This is the relaxation room, and yeah, in the place that I'm in. So if you think Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia is not really an advanced city, I can tell you first of all, infrastructure apparently is here, internet apparently is here, tall building skyscraper is here, shopping is here, food is. I just had some of the most magnificent Indian food that I've ever had in my life. That's here. I haven't even really even went out because I've only been here a week, and the first thing I did was went to. Unfortunately, when I first got off the plane, I booked my Airbnb near the airport, thinking that wasn't going to be close to the city. But unfortunately, that was 30 minutes away from Kuala Lumpur City. Um, so when you get out of the airplane, first of all, book your taxi before you leave the airport. It just makes things easier. And get your money as soon as if you can, when you leave in wherever country you're coming from, take that money and cash it in at the currency exchange in the airport of the country that you're coming into. That's a little tidbit, a little bit of trick that I like to use. I keep a little bit for myself, just in case I have to return to the, or if I anticipate going back to that country, the previous country, I keep a little bit so that way when I get to that country, I have a little bit, even if it's nothing but a little taxi money to get to the hotel. Um, then what I do is when I get to the new place, like when I came into Kuala Lumpur, first thing I do when I get off the airplane and I get through all the customs and all that stuff. Oh, by the way, don't forget, you do have to go online and you have to register into the country. I forgot what it's called, but double check that. You have to register when you come into this country online prior to your arrival, and you can't do it more than 3 days before you arrive here. You cannot do it more than 3 days before you arrive. So that's a Malaysian rule as you're coming into the country. If you have a U.S. passport, you get 90 days. As of today, you get 90 days on arrival, which to me in Asia, that's one of the best. That's one of the best open visas that you're gonna get out here in Southeast Asia that I've seen so far, without a lot of hassle. Because there hasn't been any hassle except for when I was getting on a plane. They wanted to make sure that I had a departure ticket. Um, uh, One little trick is go on onward tickets. Look for onward tickets. If you need to have a departure ticket and you kind of title on money, go get you an onward ticket, which is like a temporary ticket. Um, because like me, I don't like to book my tickets beforehand because I don't know how long I'm gonna stay in the country. I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't like to allocate funds that I don't need to be allocating prior to that time. So this doesn't make sense. So just remember you can do onward tickets and you can book it for like $10, $15 and without, feeling like you have to use that. You can print that ticket out and give it to the boarding agent. I apologize. I'm cursed, man. I'm cursed. It's a nervous thing. I don't know how I cannot vlog if I got to yawn every time I turn on the camera. I haven't even yawned this whole entire day. Just as soon as I push live, I start yawning. It just, I don't know. This is some psychological issue. At any rate, Kuala Lumpur, don't stay far away from the city because a lot of traffic, and you're not going to be able to get in there easy if you come through a rush hour. So my suggestion to you is do like most people do. Don't do like I do. Don't book far away from the city. Book in the city. Beautiful views, beautiful cityscape so far. You can tell, man. They have a lot of openings for a lot of buildings. A lot of skyscrapers are coming up. The second largest, second tallest building in the world is here in Kuala Lumpur. So you have to really know that. I think the largest is the Burj Khalifa in um, uh, Dubai. So this is the second largest. Okay, so just know that. Yeah, and diversity. Um, man, I can't say enough about the level of diversity here. Yes, do you still have people who want to look pasty and as white as possible? Yes, you do. Do you still have some people who have a colonialistic mindset? Um, yes, you do. But do you have some people that still think that people of dark complexion for some strange reason are less than them? Yes, you do. But now I'm starting to really learn with my travels that you can't blame those people because that's all they've been taught by their parents and their grandparents is that for some strange reason they're better than them because they look closer to white. I mean, I mean, apparently the majority of the world is dark, but for some reason they bought into the concept and keep propagating the concept that the closer they are to pasty white, the better. Didn't change when I went to Japan. Didn't change in Thailand. And I would. Uh, the only thing here is so many dark brown people that it's really hard to fuck with it, man. But that's what I love about being around so many Bangladesh and so many Indian people. And even if they don't like black people or they don't like African people, it still feels better to be around them because there's so much color. And just being around brown people makes you feel more settled and lowers your anxiety as a person who has a brown hue skin. So that's the one thing that makes it very comforting. You don't stand out as much because of your complexion. You might stand out by the way you dress, you might stand out by the way you walk, but you won't stand out because of your complexion. And that's a wonderful thing. Regardless of whether it's subconscious or conscious or it's on your mind or it's just in your head, which is what people will always tell you. And most of those people who are saying it are people who don't don't have that hue. And they love to tell you, oh no, everybody. Yes, I would say Malaysian people in general are the sweetest people that almost every single Malaysian person I've run into has been nice to me so far. Has spoken to me, spoke back to me, engaged in conversation with me, and I'm not the biggest conversationalist, I'll be honest. Um, but all the Malaysian people are sweet. Everybody outside of that has been, you know, um, mostly cordial, I would say, except for people that are African. I would say most African people, they only speak if they have to. They speak to you, but it's not with a smile. They speak to you, but it's not with a grin. They speak to you, but it's not with a hey, not with no excitement. They know you black and they know you of African descent, but they avoid you at all costs. And that's I would say that that's so colonialistic of a mindset. It is meant that colonization did such a number on black people in the world, and when they see another black person, they avoid that black person. Man, I mean, you can't say enough about slavery and what it did to black people, man. I mean, they would kiss everybody ass first without even before they even speak to you. It's just amazing, man. I to a lot, and that's what I was saying. I can say here, it's a lot of black people by comparison to like, um, but anyway, other than that, man, I was so far, man. I actually like Malaysia, man. Another thing is they taxes. I said this in another video, man, but they got taxes on this tourism tax and shit, man. It's fucking bullshit. And it makes things so much more expensive and it makes you not want to stay or spend as much money here. Because I would spend more money. The money that I'm spending on taxes, I could be spending on tours, going to see other stuff and going around and seeing beautiful things in the city. But some of the taxes on some of the shit was like just my Airbnb taxes and fees was like $150. Man, I could have took like 3 city tours with that money. It forces you. I mean, yes, I am tourist, and yes, in theory, you're supposed to have all the money in the world, but that's just simply not the case. I live this life, so everything has to be accounted for. So, you just have to really pay attention to how you spend your money out here when you're living abroad. and there's not a lot of room for waste. So I just wanted to say that so far Kuala Lumpur has been great. It's been wonderful. The food's been good. The people have been diverse and smooth and cool. And I would suggest that so far, if you can, get on out here, man. Come spend you a couple of months in Kuala Lumpur and just see the sights. Hopefully, I get my little cameras and stuff together. Crazy, I got GoPros, I got all kind of stuff, but every time I try to work stuff, nothing ever seems to work right. And I've been doing this shit for a year, and I still can't get it together. I'm not sure. I think I need to just record and send it to somebody else and let them do it. I think it probably end up being better than me wasting my time trying to figure out all the technology and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, guys, that is what's going on in Kuala Lumpur, Mr. Cosmo. Like and subscribe, man. Come check it out. Eat some of this beautiful Indian food. I'm looking forward to going to see the Petronas Towers and going up to the caves and all of that stuff. So if you see me out and about, if you happen to know this channel, which I don't know why you would, but if you happen to know this channel and you do see me, say what's up, man. Um, and for now, I'm out. I'll holler at y'all later.